my name is Koyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough bonus episodes of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm starting a bit early because, yeah, another version has been updated. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to change much. It seems, you can change certain weapons' appearance. Special Dopon Mionbe has appeared in outdoor camp in the Flirtous Arena, and meeting certain criteria will allow you to attain the aforementioned items. Interesting. So it was added more recently, so he wasn't actually there to begin with. Instead, he was added more recently, so before there was nothing there when I first played, because we had still just recently have the DLC come out. But anyways, I started a bit early because I kind of wanted to start in the Dawn Desert. Also, I'm just going to use this for no reason. I'm thinking we can get some egg seeds here. I never know though, so I always will just use it. This is a good way to get some cheap materials if you don't like stuff. This is also how you get cooking materials most of the time, like tasty sausage and whatnot. So typically that's how you would get your items. I think it's intended to just be used to give you cooking materials. Oh yeah, and by the way, reference to a real person right here, but yeah, we're doing the glare. Yeah. Anyways, I looked at the guide, and this is actually the other Ropl enemy that wasn't mentioned in the guide. We have, of course, already taken it out since the first time we did. Oh, and I almost forgot. He just basically pops out of the thin air, and yeah, it's crazy. I'm only going to do one fight with each of them because they are really underleveled compared to most other monsters, so they'll be very quickly KO'd in, well, a matter of minutes, and the best thing we could do is maybe get a couple of their stop. This is kind of around the strategy we would do if a unique monster we were taking out had very low health. Just try to get as many days in burst as possible. But yeah, not really a useful monster to farm since well, you need to get purple materials from it, but that's one spot where you can find the Ropls, but that's a bit more of a weaker monster. If you ask me, the better spot to go, and yes, I did have a specific help just for this, so I wouldn't actually forget that. Axa is basically in Melanif Soldier, which the nearest camp is Coolery Pool Camp or whatever. Oh yeah, that's right, like right up here. We can just go straight to it since we're only fighting it once. Anyways, this kind of up on this random hill on the side area. This is our monster we found out, whatever. Oh yeah, now I remember. So yeah, this thing there, Ropl, just literally jumps out from really high from out of nowhere. And the first time there, completely surprised me, so I was like, yeah, we have to kill this jerk. He can't. Dude, something like that. Quickly take out this other Ropl just because it might get in the way later before we take on the actual enemy. Oh, once again, it just kind of came in from nowhere. It's a higher level, but that doesn't necessarily mean it might have more health. Sometimes it might not have as much health, honestly. Unlucky start, by the way. Got a good break, but nobody had their days ready after Taiwan. I probably will have to find this more than once since I've gotten so many Ropl materials from the game already that probably don't need to do much. But yeah, another quick fight where you basically get a few break bursts and then you just fight it again. These are slightly higher levels, so they do have slightly better drops, although they're still not really that good. If you ask me, the best spot to go, this particular monster, especially if you're not interested in fighting the Meeks, is Anu Shill's camp instead. The area directly near Anu Shill's camp has a few Ropls, most of which are elite. Maybe not a lot of them, but you can like quite a few of them here. But probably the big thing you can find are Famis. I think I've mentioned this before, but I guess I'll show this as a loop just in case anybody hasn't like noticed it first. But there are tons of Famis here. In fact, these are the same Famis from before. If you're lucky, not terribly unlucky, you can also get a full burst combo on them. Typically, your friends will kill them very quickly, though, but I just wanted to show you that this is a really good spot for free materials. You can farm it all at once, and I feel like it's pretty efficient, because you basically get 2 materials done at the same time. By the way, I usually like immediately comboing my break into Iopic screen, so I can have a small chance of maybe getting a maze, but I'll tell you, if you wanted to guarantee the days, you'd have to remove all of their attacking classes, and even then it might still fill them, but that's fine. If you don't want to do that, you can instead go for extra moves. So far I've only gotten 1 burst, but this next pass will be alright. But anyways, there's a Lucius up the hill, there's some Ropl. Flevies over to the right, and there's Ropls over here. I can only generally get like 2 or 3 bursts on them. They have a slightly better drop chance for the Ropl lock favorites compared to the unique monsters, so probably best off just doing 1, maybe even 2 bursts on them if you get lucky, and then doing other stuff. Additionally, if you have that Gust bracelet on absolutely everyone, they will able to immediately daze at the start of the battle. But yeah, this is the other spot to farm Ropls, though it's not really as good as a Ropl farm on its own, since, well, there's a lot more enemies you can take out elsewhere. Okay, see there, we got lucky with them not doing the art right away, so we were able to actually get a first combo off. There's also groups of 3 of these Famis where you'll fight 3 at once, and still kill them pretty quickly, but you'll still regularly get whites that get in your way, like commons and whatnot. It doesn't really take too long to come in, and yeah, I'm doing this mostly to balance out the video and to answer one of the questions, because there was another person, the person that I watched the video for that did like the thing where he basically showed how to get other stuff done. Oh. Very unlucky, we missed our break. initial opening. A lot of this setup relies on getting a break, but we somehow got a resist on our break, which is unlucky, and so yeah, we didn't really get stuff done. I know we're already have Elutia materials, but I just want to show that it's a very easy grind to do. It does not take long. And I like timing a burst with this particular setup too, because if you can time it correctly, you can get an immediate burst A's, which definitely speeds up the frequency of the burst. I bet these elites, you'll have to get multiple Ropl stuff on them. And if for some reason you want to get like more materials from them normally, you can down level yourself and do the exact same thing. So you can do this pretty early on in the game, even before you have the other materials, and doing so will give you a lot of good stuff you can get. Other than that, though, you just go around killing all these instant alphemies and all this other stuff, and I probably should have used that. Anyways, you just go around killing all these fake valleys, and there's only been 2 more hidden Ropls back here you can kill as well. Then when you're done, you can either target that fake dragon, water dragon thing that I think I've mentioned a couple times before in the middle of nowhere. And then also, or a different monster that's not near the area. You could also go over there too, specifically. There's a lot of Ropls over there if you want, but typically what I'll do is clear all of that part, and then once you're done, just like every other finding spot in the game, you could also take out the Raboon here if you really wanted to, but then once you have monsters, we target one we don't need, purposely give up, and the whole enemies respawn, so you can do it over and over again. This is particularly good for both, well, it can be useful for all 3 of the items I just mentioned, but the fact that all of these are also needed for the rank 10 gen items, that means you can get this done pretty early on in the game before you've even beaten the main storyline if you wanted to, and it's pretty fast. So like, if you want to find, for me, eggs in particular, this is the best place to go. There might be some slightly better places eggs, although as far as I'm aware, this is the best spot I found, so I definitely want to show that off because I feel like many players will be interested in it. Anyways, there's only one more item we need, and it honestly doesn't take that long to get. That's why I'm doing it this way, because I figured the video might be too short otherwise. All we need to do is go to the second castle floor and go to the one unique monster gravestone that we can find on the top of the second floor, which will be the executioners. So we'll go straight there and just, well, attack them. And from there, we'll probably actually do a mage fit setup early just so that we get back to a campsite a bit quicker. This is mostly just to save having to walk around. So anyway, we'll spawn in, and this is a double fight just like before, so you'll get 2 drops from it. Anyways, these are the Velites you need to take out for this setup. So again, you get double the drops, and it's pretty easy to survive and clear most of them. Now, like with many other multi-battles, you're going to want to put focus target on so you don't accidentally use your special attacks or breaks and whatnot on the other target instead. You want to have them all focused on one time. Of course, because they are dual battles, they're pretty easy to kill. They don't really take that long to kill at all, but you do get to fight 2 unique monsters, which means you get to farm for double the amounts of time you would be able to, if they were much weaker and had only one. Also, this does drop the muscle belt, which last I heard was a really good attack boosting item, at least in a different PG I played. Might not be the same in this save, but who knows. Oh yeah, that's right. Back in Xenoblade 2, that was one of the better early attack boosting items, which boosted your attack power. And as you see, it doesn't take very long to heal, and then even if you don't get all the items, you can just respawn it immediately. I don't think I ever actually redid this more than once. It's possible that I might have missed it because of that. Now, like all some of the other items, we only need the common materials from the Velites themselves, so it doesn't take that long to defeat them at all. You know, if I'm able to actually somehow complete this game in 2 videos, which I doubt, I think my very next video is going to be a bonus video. It'll probably be very brief. It'll just be a little bit of a show-off in the secondary areas, though probably to make it a bit more interesting, I'll maybe see how the class looks and also like show it off in like a more fuller battle, like maybe try and take down a super boss with it to hit while I manually control that character. From when I saw it, doesn't really change much, it just changes the look of your blade, but it can look pretty cool depending on how you put it on, and I feel like it works really good. Anyways, though, we took it out again. Anyway, so, ooh, I just realized. Also, I just realized something else I could do. Okay, there's a spec heal, so I can target here. But I was about to say I could just trade a Gravestone again, but then just give up. And now, because I did not select a Gravestone rather than a regular setup, will be returned to the previous mark, which should be our previous camp. I just didn't want to have to go through and look at the menu to go into it, so yeah, I skipped right to there. And, well, time to take a look at it. And craft Powered Combo 5. Now there's only one more left, and it's Disperse Bloodlust. Ooh, but there is a bit more items than I need. But wait, no. This is more balanced than I thought. Because if you take a look at one of the items is actually Antil Queen's items, which are just the same thing. So realistically, it's 4 other items. But yeah, this just as I thought, the video might be a little bit more limited because yeah. Because the Vogels, we've already killed a bunch of, and I don't want to necessarily show that again, so yeah. I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is, well, save my game, of course, because, yeah, we're not going to be completing this thing in the episode. See gem crafting in the next episode. Anyway, so yeah. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I don't have much else to say other than, yeah, that's the end of the episode. Pretty thick one. I hope you guys don't mind these shorter episodes, but I usually try to squeeze in some more tighter content to my videos just so it won't be boring and other stuff. But I also don't want to do random things though. So yeah, we'll continue the grind in the next video. Bye.